Unanimous Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Welcome to Drop the Puck. We're at D-Side Leisure Centre for this NIHL 2 battle between the D-Side Dragons and the Hull Jets. A repeat of episode 3 from this season, but I don't think it's going to be the same result. Last time the Hull Jets visited here, they came away 8-4 winners, currently standing in second spot, and the Dragons standing in fourth spot. I predict this is going to be a real battle, this one, Ben.
I'd be very surprised, Gary, if we saw more than a two goal advantage to either team, to be fair. With the form that the Dragons have been playing at the moment, and obviously we know what Hull are capable of, they're comfortable in that second spot at the moment. I would be surprised if it really opened up.
Well, you say that, they are comfortable. Won 5 of their last 5 coming into tonight's game. The Jets, on the other hand, have only won 4 of their last 5, lost to the hands of the Aces. So coming in tonight's game, the D-Side 11-0 winners over Blackburn Hawks last night, and the Hull Jets 3-6 losers to the Aces. Surely that's got to hurt the Jets a little bit. Maybe it's a wounded animal.
Do you know, I know what you're saying there, Gary, but still, I don't think it's going to have that much effect. I think the Jets are very clinical in the way they play. I think what they're going to do is they're going to reevaluate, and especially look back at what they did here last time, what went wrong, and I genuinely think that we could see a very different Hull team tonight.
Well, of course, Dragons have played 14 games so far with 16 points. Jets, on the other hand, 13 games, 20 points. As you say, they're quite happy in that second spot, but of course, some key players are going to be vital for them tonight. Who should we be looking at?
So, we always talk about the offensive units, the goal scorers and that, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the major part of this game will be the defence, and it's going to be looking at the netminders. So for me, straight away for Dragons, it's going to be Sam Bolwell. Now, Sam's obviously got that GB experience, and she brings that to the team. The key part about it is the guys in front of her. Will they be able to keep that pressure off, allowing her to do her job? At the moment, she's running with a save percent average of 87.5. So it's a good, strong average. Will she be able to keep the puck out the net, though? That's the key part of tonight.
Well, it is interesting because, she's a GB player, so she knows what it's like in front of really, really good players, and she has been pivotal in the last few weeks in their wins. But who should we be watching out for on the other side of the puck?
Well, of course, between the pipes, you're likely to see Dean Bowater. And Dean himself, he's another great goalie. He's on another 88% save average at the moment. Dean's had a few games where he stood on his head and really kept his team in it, despite the results that the Jets have got. But the thing about Dean is he's got plenty of time to make his saves because those defensive guys in front of him are doing such a solid job.
Well, of course, we know that this Christmas period, we always say here on Drop the Puck, is very, very vital to some of these teams, and the Dragons have got quite a fixture card going into this. They need to win every game to stay in that chasing pack for a top 4 spot. But of course, we're going to hand over to our commentary team of Ben, and our guest commentator tonight will be Steve Fellows, former Dragons captain. So without further ado, it's time to go and drop the puck.
And definitely going to be a game on our hands as fourth playing second. The Dragons at the moment on a 5-game winning streak, getting some momentum behind them. Can they carry it through to a formidable Hull team? We spoke about it in the introduction, Steve. Right now, we know what both offensive units these teams have got, but the key factor of tonight's game is going to be the defence. It's going to be Bolwell and it's going to be Bowater.
Well, it's going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. Both teams have got experience, they've got young lads out there, so we're in for a cracker game tonight.
Mr. Williams calls the teams to the centre of the ice to get us ready, and it's going to be Mark Florence up first. He's going to go into the face-off with Parsons.
Very experienced Mark Florence, he's been around for a long time, he knows how to play the game. 2 games with the Sheffield Steelers.
On our way immediately, good draw in, held up there, but it's picked up by Hackford. Hackford dumps out in early, into the corner, Peck straight back there. Ward can't beat his man out. Kept alive though. Taylor coughs that up for Keaton. Keaton sees some ice in front of him. Straight over to the far wing. Goes to cut inside. Key poke check there from Foreman. Does well. Immediately kicked back out. Hull trying to regain that loose puck. Able to feed it out to Hackford. Hackford, bit of pace, but here comes Perks near side. Straight into the middle. Scooped up and calmly taken down there by the Dragons. Can't get it past Taylor on the ball. And it's going to be a quick change there for Hull. Perks takes his time, gets his head up, finds Wainwright. Wainwright, big searching pass there. Geber holding up Keating. He's let Parsons slip through though, and we've got a call early. And is that going to be offside? It is, they're giving that one.
Just slightly offside there, don't think Chris Keating could do much about that, it was just sliding.
So Lovell and Robinson go in for the neutral ice face-off. Knocked back by Hull. Beach picks it up. Jones puts his body on Beach early, stamping a bit of authority. Picks it back up. Hands over to Shaw. Shaw into the offensive zone. Tries to get around his man. Geber does well. Forces him to the outside. Put it back into the slot. No one's there. Point shot. Bacon feeds that straight onto the stick, and you can see Hull looking for the high man there, Steve.
Yeah, they're quite good at that, aren't they? Going for the stretch pass, and before they nearly caught the Dragons out.
Beach takes it down the wing. Little shot at Bolwell, goes wide. Runs all the way down again to the Jets defensive unit. Geber straight on Shaw, digs it off the boards. Feeds it back. Parson tried to intercept that pass to Hagger. And it's very scrappy still. Early as both teams feeling each other out. 18-10. Still on the clock in this first period. Chappell turns up ice. Tries to get a pass out to Plant. Plant uses Krishnarenko. Krishnarenko dumps that in on net. Over the head of Bowater. Foreman's going to be there to pick that up. Chappell puts the body on immediately. Great forecheck pressure from the Dragons. Chappell's recovered the loose puck. Out to the point to Krishnarenko. Will he do? He does. Takes a little shot there. Comes off Martin. And Hull are able to clear the zone. And that's going to be an icing call. Face off left hand side of Bowater in the offensive zone. Perks looking for a man out in front. Little redirect from Furnival. Little bit of handbags there afterwards. Something maybe to keep an eye on. Again, put in and turned straight back out by Hull as Taylor does well to reel that in. Taylor, support from Ward, takes a shot himself, he's dead! Regan Taylor with a top shelf.
Something from nothing there really, wasn't it? Quick break. Let's loose a cannon, top corner. So that's the problem with Hull, they're very good. They sort of control the play, and then they seem to be catching the Dragons on the break there.
Action resumes after that quick Regan Taylor goal. It's now Hull 1, Dragons 0 with 16:43 on the clock. Bacon taking his time, fans on the puck. Jones is into support though, tries to clear it out. Hackford's over there as well. Comedy of errors means it's ended up on the board. Scooped up there by Bacon, turned back out from Jones. And now Shaw's in there. Shaw slams the brakes on, sends his man into the board. Decides to go backwards. And great forecheck pressure from Hull. They're really not giving the Dragons time to breathe. Another stretch pass comfortably picked up there by Ashton. Shot in again. It's off the blocker of Bolwell. She saw that late. Parsons tries to get over to Spridgen, but Geber's intercepted that. Geber's in on man alone. Well, He's shot wide. You'd have fancied Boris Gieber putting that away. As Krishnarenko now into the corner. Florence holding his man up. He's come out with the puck. What will he do? Looks for the wraparound. No. Takes it wide. Lays it back off to Hager at the point. Looking for the redirect. Skating in was Beach. And Shaw's dumped it out. Parsons is going to be there. He's all alone though. And Hager's just going to tidy that up. Krishnarenko beaten out by Beach with another stretch pass, and it's a very long puck game at the moment. Both teams trying to get round the back of each other. Dragons play it out the zone once more, neutral ice. Foreman holds up Lovell, plants, skates it in. Chappell's there for support, dumps it opposite corner. Cleared out onto Hager.
Another stretch pass.
Hager looking for Robinson. And I didn't see if Hager lost his edge there or received the body on. But either way, ends up into the boards. Plant now for the Dragons. Plays that out only as far as the goal scorer, Taylor. Feeds that back up. Little knock on there. Robinson to Hager. And Beach, and it's a dangerous line for Hull. We've seen it all season. But the experience of Lovell straight in there to stop that play. Wainwright into the corner. Trying to use the boards to clear it out. Chappell fans on the clearance into the corner by Perks. Again, Beach stops that, clearing the zone straight onto net. Bolwell comfortably receives that and uses the stick to clear it out. Again, another body on from Chappell into the boards from Foreman. Another stretch pass. And he's managed to find Furnival. Furnival dumps it on net, he travels behind. Robinson now ends up passing that straight to Wainwright. Picked up by Parsons. Parsons got his head up. Keating trying to avoid the collision. Parsons goes round the back of the net. Picked up once more by Taylor. Back to Wainwright at the point. Takes a shot in. Bolwater, stands tall on that one. And now Forster. Well, Perks did enough there just to cause a bit of space to allow his teammates in. And now Keating just holding the puck up, trying to create some movement. Dumped in there by Wainwright. Chased down Gieber and Furnival. Gieber's their first man. Picked up by Keating once more, back to Parsons. Left on a drop pass for Keating, puts it in the slot. No Dragon there, scooped up by the Jets, and here come the Jets once more. Kieran Robinson dumps that in. Jones aids that on round, picked up by Gieber in the point. Furnival leaves it to run for Bacon. Keating tried to knock that on, well read there by Martin, immediately cuts it out, swings it back the other way, and Jets go on the counter once more. Foreman skates into the slot there, looking for that pass from the wing, never came. And the Jets now starting to get a bit of a grasp on this game, Steve.
Quite comfortable on the puck, aren't they? Just slowing it down in their own zone, looking for that stretch pass each time, and there again.
Hackford pursued there by Bacon. Foreman's turned his man, takes a shot, runs wide off a deflection, and it is getting a little physical as well out there. Played up to the wing, dumped in by Ward. Rings round, first man there's going to be Bacon and Hackford. Playing once more on the boards, trying to clear it out, man goes down. We've got a penalty coming. And that's a cross-check on Bacon by the look of it. So bad man Bacon to the box once more. And at this point, we'll go down to Gary. Gary, we mentioned him in the introduction. Carl Bacon's one of the penalty monsters. We knew he was going to be riding the pine at some point tonight.
Yeah, he's 52 points coming into this game, Ben. He really needs to be staying on the ice if he can.
Face off. Immediately won by the Jets. Hager chased out into the corner and cleared away by Lovell. So that penalty being assessed to Carl Bacon for cross-checking. Puts Hull on the power play for 2 minutes. Hager. Again, that stretch pass, trying to find Robinson. Krishnarenko chasing him down. Beach picks that up. Brings it round. Robinson taking his time, back to Beach. Good rotation of the puck. by Hull, and it's in. And that well-worked play there by the Jets means they take advantage of the power play immediately.
Came from quite a difficult angle, that did it straight from the corner. Not much you could do about that, unfortunately.
It's now Hull Jets 2, D-side Dragons 0. Face off, won immediately by the Dragons as Perks dumps that in. Chased down by Plant. Will he get out there before Foreman? No, Foreman beats him to it. Puck's run round. Wainwright skates up to try and put a stop to that, but the Jets have got through. Looking for another stretch pass to Robinson. Body on from Perks, takes Robinson out to play. Knocked forward again, Plant. 5 men round him, doesn't know what to do. Takes it through neutral ice. Okay, ring round once more. And the goal being credited to Beach. So Kieran Beach goal as the Dragons now trying to maintain the pressure, but the Jets have escaped the zone once more. Doing well to hold it up with Forster. Decides to try and switch the pass lane up. Foreman loses the puck. Florence there, sorry. And now cleared out once more, Parsons. Hackford. Chased into the corner by Ward. Manages to push it out. Loose puck jumped on by Keating. He's got one man in front of him. Keating decides to use the board to dump it backwards, and there's no one there. Complete miscommunication by the Dragons. And Gieber immediately straight up, breaks his own, lets it run for Florence. Florence didn't get that message either. And right now, Parsons has gone straight back down the other end. Parsons trying to look for that quick slot pass as Keaton was skating in. And Ward now for the Jets. Takes a blue line shot off the body of Bacon. Florence with the rebound. Straight into the chest of Bolwell, and that's a great save.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there. It was a good chance for the Dragons, but when you don't see when you're passing a blind pass like that, it costs the Dragons to break out there.
So face off, right hand side of Bolwell in the Dragon zone. Won there by Hagger straight to Beach, puts that straight back in. Little 1-2 pass with Hagger. Great shot. Bolwell sees it through the traffic and has managed to keep it out. And Krishnarenko decides to take it down, dump it on net. Bolwater leg pad, kicks it out. Shaw's there, picks that up, feeds it around to Spridgen, picked up by Beach in the meantime. Robinson gets his head up. And here we go, Kieran Beach now. Gets round Krishnarenko, decides to cut in, takes a shot. Bolwell stands on ahead, great save.
Good save there by the keeper. Just seems like Hull had started to take control of this game now, finding the pace.
So face off, left hand side of Bowater in the Hull zone, held up there by Chappell. Plant does well, pushes that out. Jones, first time on the ice tonight so far. And Perks picks up that pass that was put astray. He's decided to dump it out wide. Anson picks that up once more. Plant puts it back across the slot. Chappell can't get there. Jones tried to chase it in, but it had already gone. Now the Jets comfortably looking for another wide pass. Find Florence, lays it back into the middle. Anson puts it straight onto the stick of Perks. Ward does well, keeps the pressure on Perks. Pushing it into the boards now, trying to clear it away. Big slap shot comes in there from Gieber.
It's almost a breakaway if James Parsons just got to stick to that then.
And that's up and out of play, that one. Oh no, they've kept it in. Ward knocks it back, picked up by Florence once more. Furnival applying the pressure. Tries to put it back through the slot once more. Ward loses his edge. Wainwright picks it up, dumps that away. Anson takes that backwards. Pass goes too wide for Florence, right in front of our cameras there.
Yeah, Mark Florence in his younger days, he was almost like, and you can see it there, like the Messi of ice hockey, because he's so small, but he's strong as an ox out there. And he's probably 40 now, and he's still showing he's still got some life left in his legs.
Face off there, picked up in the Hull zone by the Dragons, cleared out immediately. And so far, Steve, I've got to say, Hull doing an absolutely cracking job of keeping that zone clear. Face off, left-hand side of Bowater. It's all the bees tonight in between the pipes. Keating, great pass through there, tried to find Furnival. Oh, Furnival rides Anson into the boards there. Parsons goes back to Furnival. Cycling this round, takes a shot in. Just runs wide off the pad of Bowater. Keating holds his man up, gets got through, straight over to Ward, who turned that back into the corner. Now Ward for the Jets, plays it out to Hackford. Hackford, bit of open ice in front of him as Jones stands off. Easy save there for Bulwell. Dragons look to play this out the zone once more. Taylor, a little bit of D2D with Foreman. Picked up there by Keating. Skates it in, chased down into the corner. Keating still going, takes a shot through. Well, Bowater did well to keep that out then. Haggart has to turn around, knocked on there for Beach. Beach goes to skate it in, taking out the play, and that's going to be a penalty.
It's going to be costing the Dragons if they take these, continue to take these penalties, unfortunately.
And that's going to be on Furnival.
Another one, no stranger to the box, eh? 37 minutes this season. But that's his game, he's solid. So, another power play opportunity goes the way of Hull. Can they make it capitalise again? Picked up by Forster, quick shot on, Bolwell kicks out. Taking the time, really stretching that Dragons defensive unit. Robinson puts it back across again, Hagger. Looking for Beach skating in. And a holding call being assessed to Furnival. So that's why he finds himself in the box as Hagger picks that up, holds on to it. Back to Beach. Beach looking for Robinson. Robinson thinks about it, takes a shot. Great kick-out save again by Bolwell. Foreman. Well, they've allowed the Dragons in there. Chappell knocks it forward for Shaw. Shaw skates it back to Chappell. Chappell just turns into the cul-de-sac, kills that clock a little bit longer. 1 minute 10 now on the power play. Haggart. Krishnarenko. No, he's got round him. Skating on the back door there. Oh, it was Rob Perks who gets a little bump for his troubles. And now Shaw giving Robinson a bit of trouble, but he's easily got round him there. Giebert as Jones, big body on Beach, allows the Dragons back in there. Krishnarenko dumps it right down. This is great PK so far from the Dragons. Giebert skates it in. Perks bodies him off the puck. Hackford finds Robinson. Back to Hackford. Cycling this puck round well now, Hull. You can hear the Dragons fans getting behind their team. 18 seconds left of this power play. Giebert back to Hackford, takes a shot. Great effort there from Florence. Good save, Bolwell into the final 5 seconds of the power play now. Looking for a cheeky backdoor opportunity, Hackford. And that's a great penalty kill there by the Dragons. Furnival comes back on the ice. It is Mark Florence there. I don't know whether you noticed it. He was set up behind the goal. Just to make sure the defensemen have to have their head on a swivel.
Shot in there from Giebert, straight into the glove of Bolwell. And that's going to bring that series of action to a nice little close. Face off, right hand side of Bolwell in the Dragon zone. Again, Hagger with the draw in there. Forced to stick that away then was Bolwell as Beach pulled that right across the front of a goal. And again out in front, looking for Hagger. Great reaction save there, Bolwell. And right now, Hagger and Beach causing all sorts of troubles for the Dragons defensive unit. Oh, big open ice hit there. Foreman on.
There's a penalty coming up.
So, penalty, it's going to be on Hull, charging.
That's a surprise call, really. Looked like he was just holding up the blue line, really. You know, let's see what the Dragons can do with this power play.
.4:37 on the clock left in this first period. Dragons handed an opportunity now with the man advantage. Can they at least claw back a goal? As Austin puts it into Parsons. To Wainwright at the point. Back to Parsons. Aids that on round to Austin once more. Takes the shot in. Great little save there from Bowater. And the puck cleared all the way down by Forster. Parsons just skates back to pick that up. And already 30 seconds of this power play gone. Parsons takes it in. Off the body. And it's, sorry, late hit call on Foreman. That's what they've called it. So it's a late hit. And now, pressure again from the Jets from Ward. Just pinning the Dragons in their own zone. But here's Wainwright. Finds Keaton on the wing. Keaton skates it in. Decides to put it in the slot, looking for Shaw. Couldn't get his stick down in time. Shaw. We know the boy's got skills and pace, but a great poke check disrupts that play. Ward and Hackford go back the other way. And Wainwright's just going to scoop that up. Jones decides to switch play. Finds Shaw on the opposite wing. Plays that back to Lovell. Lovell to Chappell. Chappell's got Taylor in front of him. Tried to find Spridgeon sneaking through. Broken stick. Bodies are strewn on the floor. And we've got 20 seconds of this power play left. Beach. Body on for his trouble there. Jones does well, keeps the play alive. Takes the shot in. Fans on that. Caught most of the ice, and it's going to be an easy save there for Bowater. Face off now will be in the Hull zone to the right of Bowater. Good draw in there by the Jets. 5 seconds of this power play left now. 3, 2, 1. Trapdoor opens and we go back to 5-on-5. Shot in off the backboards as the Dragons keep that pressure on. Forster skating into space, trying to give Florence an option, but Florence has retained the puck. Allowed the entire Hull team into the zone. Jones does well to disrupt play once more. Brings himself down in the process. Martin takes his time. Decides to have a crack off the blocker of Bolwell. Parsons knocked on there by Keating. Geber comfortably picks that up.
Oh, big hit.
Big hit there from Keating on Geber.
Oh, something off.
Something off
play
there between Perks and Jones. Jones first man up out of the two of those, though, straight on back into the action. Fernable. Bacon does well to control that. Decides to put it in. Bacon chirping away there with Perks. And here's Hagger. Hagger knocked on for Kieran Robinson. Jones comfortably picks that up. Trying to find another stretch pass into this wing, and they have done with Spridgeon. Spridgeon looks for support there from Chappell. Again, second bite of the cherry goes in. Can't get it. Jones keeps the play alive. Just. Spridgeon again, thinks about it, takes another shot. Bowater's got that sealed up well.
Bowater seems to be solid so far.
Face off Hull zone. Right hand side of Bowater. Another draw win. Goes the way of the Jets. As Shaw trying to cause all sorts of problems now for the Jets, and we've had the play blown dead.
Something called here again.
And that's the interference call. Yep. And it's Hagger. So Hagger's gone the box. And yet again, the Dragons gifted an opportunity with 53 seconds left on this clock to try and get a comeback goal. and keep this game in contention. Face off, Hull zone, right hand side of Bowater. Austin at the point to Wainwright. Takes the shot. Bowater just picks that right out the air.
I think you could see there was I think it was Cy Ferdeville coming in, but what Hull are doing really well is they take away the passing lanes. So if he tried for the pass, that it could have gone out for a breakaway.
Another face-off won by the Dragons. Start to get that puck rotation going. Cycling it well. Keating has his pass lane shut off there by Forster. Picked up once more by Parsons. 28 seconds remaining in the period. Puck pops loose and Ward's in a foot race with Austin. He's beat him to it. Austin turns his man round though. Keating knocks it forward. Picked up by Taylor. Clears that out. 10 seconds now left in this period. Pressure from the Jets early. Bolwell forced to save that. And that's going to be your period there. There's 1:07 left on the power play for the start of the second. But Gary, what a first period that was.
Well, it's been end to end, but the Jets seem to be a bit more dominant in that. Goals from Taylor and Beach give Hull that 2-0 break going into the tunnel and into the end of this period. With that, we're going to take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
The second period about to get underway. Mr. Williams calls him to the centre ice. Remember the Dragons on that power play and immediately they push it into the Hull zone. Try and hold it up. Jones keeps it in at the point. Does well, rings it round. Taylor's going to get there before Spridgen. Spridgen on the boards. Doing well to hold it up is Andy Chappell. Spridgen coming in for support. Chappell loses out. And it's cleared out the zone there. Jones sees the opportunity, gets in, passes that straight away to Shaw. Shaw gets his head up, thinks about it, puts a shot into the slot for Chappell. Cleared out once more. Dragons trying to retain the puck here. Lovell. Back to Jones. Stretch pass there for Shaw. Intercepted by Ward. Dumps it straight back in. It's great PK for Hull as we go into the last 5 seconds of this power play. 2-1 and we're back to 5-on-5. As Hagger enters the fray once more. Shaw dumps it into the zone. Picked up by Giebert. Line change for the Dragons.
Another stretch pass coming.
Jones tried to intercept it. Hagger stopped it. Stops it on a dime, but it's picked up by a Wainwright.
Bit of skill there to pick it up on his backhand.
Giebert takes his time. Decides forward's not the way to go and goes back. And you can see now Hull just trying to string those passes together to really stretch the Dragons' defence. Does well there, Keating to get around his man. Again, another stretch pass. Martin picked that one up this time. Knocks it back to Giebert. Giebert takes his time. Picked up there by Parsons. Opportunity goes awry there. Furnival again, Bowater denies him. Still going at it. And the Dragons really putting the pressure on early in the second. Not looking for the redirect Furnival from me. Wainwright shot there. Perks manages to get a corner skate and keeps the play alive from Parsons. Robinson's there though, and he big stretch past to Hagger. Ward skates in, Hagger takes a shot. Bolwell straight into a glove. So face off, right hand side of Bolwell in the Dragon zone.
You see now where the Dragons lined up with Shaw here.
Yes.
They're going to try and chip it out, maybe get him to skate on it because he's lightning quick.
So Dragons overloading.
Loading this side to try and chip it out, maybe use him on this side with his speed, who's very quick, isn't he, Shaw? Here we go. There's the play right there.
Well called, Steve. Oh, good effort as he puts it straight through the slot there for Spridgen, who couldn't get onto it. And back the other way. Jones got to get his legs going. Hold to puck up. Here comes Haggett. Quick passes now from the Dragons. Chappell back to Bacon. Over to Jones. Bacon down the wing. Body on from Robinson. Spridgen trying to cause problems for Haggett. He's gone back to Taylor. Foreman. Another stretch pass opposite side for Robinson. Decides to take the shot. Yeah, the thud as it goes behind the net. Bacon. Spridgen couldn't get that on there. Once more, Bacon decides to clear it out. Short. Dumps it on. Spridgen gets inside of Taylor. Holds Taylor up on the boards. And there's going to be a call. Spridgen there. So we'll see what the call's going to be.
Cross-checking, is that?
So cross-checking on Charlie Spridgen. Hands the advantage back the other way. Face-off is going to go down into the Dragon zone, right-hand side of Bolwell. Power play on the board, and immediately Dragons kick that puck out. Ward. Decides to play that back inside. Picked up there by Jones of the Dragons, who dumps it straight back down again. Jets forced to play at their own zone.
Two wingers.
Florence picks it up. Well, cries of offside there from the Dragons bench. Not been given. And mistake by Jones, hands the puck back. Great save, Bolwell, she jumps on that. And there's all sorts going on the floor there. Jones. Oh, we got a bit of handbags. Now everybody needs to carefully get off the pile, gentlemen.
Yeah, just going back to what I was saying there on the power play for Hull. The wingers were holding on the blue.
And Jones is going to find himself going to the box. He does. So that's Chris Jones to the box. And it's a cross-check on Jones. So the Dragons facing a bit of 5-on-3 hockey. Good play by the Dragons, allows them to get a stick on that. Clear it all the way down to the Jet zone. There's Parsons, Perks and Wainwright are your three Dragons out there at the moment. Beach picks that up with spit. He's got pace and speed, has Beach, but now he's got all this space in front of him as well. Foreman. One-timer. Well, you heard it ring off the pipes. Wow. Straight into the glove of Bolwell.
Did you see that? I didn't see the puck move then.
Face off, right hand side of Bolwell. Cleared out again. Parsons tries to force it out. Hagger goes back inside. Great block there by Wainwright. And Parsons is in. Taken away immediately. Robinson. As Parsons keeps the forecheck up. Still Parsons of the Dragons. Just holds that on the boards in the corner. Fighting away. Foreman comes out with it. Manages to push it to Hackford. Again, picked up by Parsons. He's done well. Beach scoops up the loose change. 20 seconds on that first power play remain. Robinson decides to find Foreman, thinks about it, takes the shot off the skater Perks. 6 seconds now on the penalty. Assist to Spridgen. Shot in. Played out again. There's Spridgen back on the ice. We go 5-on-4. Bowater gets his blade on now. Sees that all the way around to Robinson out in front of the Dragons bench. Robinson to Perks. Perks looks to skate over. Lays it off to Florence. Florence decides to slam the brakes on. Turned around there by Billy Perks. Shot in from Geever. Picked out the air there by Wainwright. And there's going to be a call there. And it's an offside call. So face off, Dragon zone, left hand side of Bolwell. 13 seconds remain on the power play. Assessed to Jones for that cross check. Geeber with another slap shot. Taylor puts it back in. Holt doing well to work this puck around. There goes the trapdoor for Spridgen. Back to full strength, for Jones. So full strength hockey all round now. As the Dragons try and get themselves back in this game with 13:23 left on the clock. Geeber in alone, takes a shot, great save Bolwell. Krishnarenko takes him off the puck. Another stretch pass out for Furnival, picked up by Taylor. Taylor gifts that one to Lovell. Lovell winds up, goes to take the shot, no. Decides to change direction, takes it into the corner, looking for support. Gets it, Krishnarenko from the point. Bowater spills that up, but there was no Dragon there. Hackford. Again, trying to play that to Florence on the inside. Little slot shot. Great save, Bolwell.
Shaw's lining up on this side again for that play.
Look for that very quick pass.
Here we go. Is it there?
Hull read it well this time. Force the Dragons back. Chappell. Knocked forward there. Shaw gets around the back of his man. Into the corner, looks for support. Still fighting away, lays it off. Spridgen shot. A tie and out the pad. Face off in the Hull zone, won by the Dragons, push forward immediately. Spridgen fighting out in front of that crease. Find Beach in front of the benches, picked up once more by Spridgen, turned into the corner. Chappell. And Spridgen now just applying the pressure. Foreman lets it run, picked up by Martin. Straight in there's going to be Shaw though. Again turned around there by Chappell. Foreman. Picked up by Shaw. He's pinched his pocket. Come to Robinson. He's just going to stretch it back over to Hagger. Didn't think he wanted to go for a stretch pass there. Robinson again. Shaw doing well. And there's that pace again. The Shaw goes inside, goes to 5-hole. Bowater. It's off a leg pad. Good effort, Shaw. Great save, Bowater.
Just turning on the Jets there, James Shaw.
It's got the Dragons fans going again. There's this spell of play from the Dragons. Great pressure. Probably the best bout of pressure they've had all night so far. Pullo calmly picked that up, and there's the stretch pass all the way down. Bolwell forced to knock that out the way of Hagger. Jones and Bacon out in front. Well, looking for a little flick of the stick there. Keating. Foot race again. Jones manages to beat. Oh, he's giving it over. Bacon comes over. Gets the check from Robinson. Keating has Furnival for support. Oh, there we go.
Coming up. Yeah.
Hooking. So there's going to be a hooking call going the way of Hull on Regan Taylor.
It was probably quite a good call, really, in terms of to take that penalty, because if James had made that backhand pass there, reverse pass, he would have been in on the goal. So it's probably a good penalty to take from Hull's perspective.
Advantage turns back the other way for the Dragons as we got a face-off in the Hull zone. Parsons lays it off for Keating. Keating back to Wainwright, back to Keating. Good shot in the head that come off the pad.
Whistle's gone there.
Whistle's gone. Are they saying it's come off the face cage of Bowater?
Maybe a guy in the crease, possibly. Oh, he looks like he's calling a penalty, yeah.
Oh, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
Assessed to Florence, is that? Oh no, sorry. Yes, Mark Florence.
Mark Florence.
So it's a hooking call.
Right, massive opportunity now for the Dragons, 5-on-3. And they've got a minute and 51 with the 5-on-3 as well.
Face off. Bowater still organising his defensive unit when the face off goes. Wainwright takes his time, takes a shot. Well, that was the side netting. Keating pushes it out to Wainwright. Austin takes a shot looking for the redirect. It's Keating. It's bounced around the goal's mouth and come out. Wainwright back to Austin. And these two penalties serve to Hull so close. They'll literally be split seconds. It's Parsons now. Back to Wainwright. Takes the shot. Well, Bowater does well to wrap that straight up, not giving any rebounds out.
Referee quick on his whistle there, didn't want anyone going in for the rebound either. They worked out quite well. Still a minute and 6.
Face off, left hand side of Bowater. Like Steve said there, minute and 6 still on the power play. And that's cleared all the way down there. Bolwell watches Jones skate around the back of her net. Little bit of miscommunication, Spridgen to the rescue, manages, takes a big hit for that though. The arms up of the official, another penalty coming. Oh, you'd have put money on that being banked by Shaw.
There's another penalty coming up here.
And that's on Hackford.
Just in terms of that there, on the aggressive, very aggressive in their penalty killing there.
Yeah.
Which led to the 2-on-1 and James Shaw going in 1-0 on the keeper.
So now 3 Jets players in the box. They're gifting the opportunity to the Dragons. Will they take it? 40 seconds now remains on that first power play. Well. And it's a tripping call on Hackford. Right, here comes Shaw now for the Dragons. All 5 Dragons ready to press this net. You'd expect them to do that, Steve, crash the net and try and poke something in.
Well, at the moment, there's only one person in front of the net. They need to get a few more guys in front of the goalie.
10 seconds left as Jones decides to put that back in for Spridgen. Again, Bowater sees it out. 5, 4, 3. First one out, it's going to be Taylor. There goes the trapdoor for Taylor.
There we go.
And there's the goal.
James Parsons.
Well, we knew it was coming. The opportunity was there. And Parsons makes it pay.
And I believe they're still going to be on the power play here as well. They still may even be on the 5-on-3.
Right, so action resumes and Mr. Williams drops it. We are 5-on-4, still a power play in favour of the Dragons as Hackford still riding the pine for that tripping call. That goal from Parsons, though, gets the Dragons back in this game. We said at the beginning, Gary, it was going to be tight. You know, Steve, me and Gary saying possibly just a 1-goal game. It's looking that way.
Surely is, yeah, nothing in it. See what the Dragons can do with a minute 30 on the power play now.
Obviously, last time that these two teams met, Hull won 8-4 when they visited the Den. But they are it's one each on the head-to-head record. The Dragons certainly going to want to try and take the points from this one tonight. Keep them in that 4th place spot in the running for the playoffs. And that difficult Christmas period that Gary spoke about. Games against Bradford and Hull as the Dragons come again. Now they've got the fire in the bellies, pardon the pun. Keating tries to find Parsons. Forster scoops that up. Parsons keeps fighting for the puck. Gets it out to Wainwright. Thinks about it. Goes back. Austin winds it up, takes the shot. Bowater save.
Good combination there between Austin and Mike Wainwright there on the power play. Like we were saying before, both of them have got quick releases and good shots. Laser
accuracy when they're in form. Face off, left hand side of Bowater in the Hull zone. 44 seconds remain on the power play. 7:15 in the period. Drawing goes away the Jets. Hagger immediately forced to get his legs going as Spridgen pursues him down onto the boards. Rings round for Jones to pick up. Jones tried to play it around Beach. Beach gets there, forces the Dragons out the Hull zone. Lovell dumps that straight back in though. Taylor takes his time, tries to play it out. Well, Shaw tried to put that onto the stick of a Dragon. Beach and Lovell. Lovell gets there first, nice clearance. Finds Jones. Beach certainly not out of this play though. With the speed he can get himself straight back in. Florence turns that. Lays it off for Beach, goes straight into the slot. Well, you can see the play there.
Back to 5-on-5.
So full strength all round. Lovell skates it in. Power play opportunity now over for the Dragons. Jones again sailed that top corner and Shaw couldn't get his stick down on it. Shaw into the corner, fighting away with his man. Does well. Hull managed to come out with the puck though, again once more. Find Beach, Beach to Florence. Florence shadowed by Parsons, goes to cut inside. Bolwell had him pipe sealed. Shaw with a little bit of trickery keeps it going for the Dragons. Spridgen dumps it in. Lovely angle that came out for Parsons as he picks that up comfortably, feeds it back round. Taylor's there, scoop up once more. Out in front, comes down with Snow on it. And now Taylor skates his own and Perks puts a body on Taylor. Straight into the slot where Florence was skating in. It was read by Wainwright. And back the other way, Taylor picks that up no man's land. Wood dumps it on as Hull go for a quick change. Played out there to Furnival. Furnival decides to take a quick shot in. Dumps it on the net of Bowater. He's forced to turn it into the corner. And again, scooped up no man's land by Jones. Puts it back in once more. And again, Steve, that goal's really giving the Dragons something to fight for now.
It's changed the momentum of the game, isn't it? Now the Dragons have got the jump on them. You know, that sometimes you can see that happen. Teams struggle once they come from the 4 back to the 5 to struggle to get back a foot into the game. You can see that right now.
Hagger gets around Perks, skates it in, tried to dangle it over Bolwell. She does well, reads it and keeps it out. Wainwright pushes that onto the stick of Furnival, and we've got a whistle blown, and that's going to be on Robinson.
Both of them go to the bench here.
So Jones and Robinson both go in the box. We'll see what the official call is. Okay, so we're waiting for the officials there. Jones. Oh no. I thought he was going to call it there. So either way, we've got ourselves 4-on-4. Two minutes apiece each.
Where's that man again? James Shaw.
He's on the wing. He's getting ready.
On the wing. Yeah, here we go. There we are.
There's the pass. Straight through. Oh! Caught in his skates.
Yeah.
And that play seems to be working for the Dragons when they can get it off. Taylor. Once more in the corner, Hull. And that's going to be another call. And that's on Bacon. So Bacon goes the box now. And this penalty sheet and the penalty boxes are becoming crowded so once more.
A little bit of frustrations there by Carl Bacon.
So, 3 minutes 44 remain in the second period, and we got ourselves some 3-on-4 hockey.
Lots of space out there.
This will favour guys like Beach and Shaw at the moment, where they can really explode. Puck played out to Gieber. Takes his time, puts that across. Taylor couldn't get the pass off quick enough. Beach takes his time behind the net. Finds Gieber on the wing. Gieber thinks about it, puts it back to Beach. Hager. Taylor, first time. Sends it high. Krishnarenko straight over for his defensive duties though. And Beach again, trying to skate that in, just lay it off last second to the other Jets player skating in. Hager. Oh, fans, broke his stick. Okay, so we got ourselves a neutralised face-off. Florence and Lovell both go in. Great win there as Hackford plays that up to Ward. Once more, Foreman, shot in. Wainwright dumps that away. We've got 20 seconds remaining on those penalties served to Jones and Robinson. Ward builds pace. Decides to cut to the outside. Looking for support. Finds Florence. Florence lays it off once more. Hackford, great shot. Good save. Bolwell. Lovell immediately clears that. Trapdoor's open. Power play now in favour of Hull.
30 seconds, yep.
Ward again. Skating forward. Lays it off for Florence. Out to Foreman. Thinks about it. Takes the shot. Still out in front. Dragons managed to clear that out with 6 seconds left on that penalty. 3, 2, 1. Back onto the ice comes Bacon. And the Dragons again survive. Another penalty. Oh. And Parsons just didn't realise that Jones gave him a prime opportunity. Wainwright takes the shot, deflected up behind the net. Parsons back out looking for Furnival. It's run wide. Perk scoops it up, feeds it back to Wainwright. Wainwright plays that straight back in.
Off the ref.
Played forward, picked up by Hager. Hager head up, goes to take the shot. Dragged it too much there as Parsons scoops that in. Little bit of a hit there on Parsons, sends him to the ice. Officials say it was on the play. Perks. Robert Perks stood up by Billy Perks there. He's fed it to Hager though. Hager goes to take a really tight angled shot. There's a player down. And that's come off.
Just looked like a bit of a coming together there, nothing too serious. Yeah, just Mark Florence with the hip check there. I tell you what, he's covering some ice time tonight, isn't he?
Florence is certainly putting some shifts in.
Yeah.
Another neutralised face-off. Robinson and Chappell. Good drawing there by Robinson. Immediately pressed back. Foreman forced to give that up early as Shaw was straight down on him. We're into the final 36 seconds of this period. Taylor lays it off for Beach. Shaw tried to interject himself in there, but Robinson goes off Hager. Beach once more. Beach, Shaw does well. Forced him out the zone. Foreman's forced back. 10 seconds remain. Out to Taylor once more. Bolwell's just going to knock that away. There's the buzzer. And what a period that's been for the Dragons.
Penalty right there at the end.
And is that on Robinson?
No, Robinson caught Cole Bacon, so he's got the penalty there.
So the Dragons will start the third period on the power play. What an advantage. Great period for the Dragons, 1 goal period. Bowater saw a lot of rubber there. And Gary, it's getting interesting, shall we say.
Well, it's been an interesting second period. The Dragons dominating in that one. A lot of penalties for the Jets. But the 1 goal for James Parsons gives the Dragons a bit of life in this game. The current score standing at D-side Dragons 1, Hull Jets 2. Join us after this short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear, sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Wainwright fights to keep it going. Does well, Taylor hacking at him. Still Wainwright. Lays it off. Keating. Out to Austin. Picked up. Keating takes a shot. Good save, Bowater. And there's the clearance by Hull. Well, Steve, you said it in the period break there. Definitely an important period, this, for the Dragons.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just been in the changing rooms with the Dragons, and I think the attitude there is
good effort there. Great save, Bowater.
Their attitude is very focused on winning this period, let's say. They do not want to be dropping points.
It will make it a 6th consecutive win for the Dragons.
Where's James Shaw?
So face off, Dragons' own Shaw lined up extremely far. Almost as if he's about to run a 100-metre sprint himself.
This defenseman has to be careful as well. Make sure he keeps
again,
an eye on.
Shaw, there he goes. He's under starters' orders and he's gone.
There we go.
There's the pass. Great hold-up play. And again, finds Chappell. Just lets it run. 16 seconds remain on the power play. Can the Dragons capitalise? Shaw off the body there of Lovell. 5 seconds remain. Cleared away. Trapdoor opens. We go back to full strength hockey. Quick change by the Hull line. And the Dragons now going through change as well. Spridging tries to find Shaw. Taylor cuts that out. Leaves it to run as Jones picks that up. Uses the boards. Can only find Ward. Jones once more. Parsons trying to get round Florence. Oh, dangerous times there for the Dragons. Bolwell to the rescue. Ward going in for another bite of that cherry. Florence looking for the back door. And the Jets certainly not rolling over here. As Furnival skates it in. Back out to Parsons. Leaves it to run. Trying to feed that to Keating. Great hold-up play by the Jets defensive unit. Hackford plays it out to Ward. Ward immediately crowded out and forced to dump the puck. And again, another line change coming from the Jets. Quick shifts seems to be the order of the day for the Jets. Robinson tries to get round Wainwright. Manages to feed it to Furnival. Keating loses the skate behind him. Perks does well, plays off the boards. Now Hull looking to play that puck out and find Forster. Billy Perks once more. Grabs that, dumps that straight back in onto the stick of Taylor, who then puts that straight back down the other way. Quick line change for the Dragons.
No ice. Another change, yeah.
And quite clear that both teams want to keep as fresh a set of legs on the ice this period as they can. As Beach forced into the corner, forced in the cul-de-sac and turns around once more. Great cut out there by Chris Jones. Mark Lovell trying to get his body in the way. Haggett finds Geever. Geever head up again. Plant trying to give him a forecheck. Haggett's picked it up. He's going through. Goes round, man. Gets the shot off. Great save, Bolwell. It's not over yet, though. And that's in. Beach finding Robinson on the near post. And it's just too much for Bolwell.
Do you know what? He was standing there free. There was no one by him. There was two D-men just watching, and your coach sure won't be happy with that one. They do seem to have come out a bit fired up on in this period, Hull Jets.
Back underway once more after that Robinson goal. Shaw with the puck immediately for the Dragons. Goes to take it round his man, goes round one, round two. Foreman cuts him out though. Spridgeon puts it straight back in. Shaw again. Into the slot, nobody there. Hackford has managed to push it out to Ward. And now Taylor. Behind the Dragons net, picked up by Austin. Shaw tries to flick that on. Florence plays that in. Hackford. Trying to squeeze in between the pad and the post to Bolwell. And there's going to be a call. Kushnarenko here having words. And that's with Hackford. The officials are straight in. And Kushnarenko being led to the box there. Well, could we see tempers flaring?
Quite possibly. I mean, it was a loose puck. He's just doing what a lot of defensemen do, isn't it? He's like protecting the goalie, making sure no one could get a good swipe at it.
So puts Hull straight back on the power play, Steve.
It does, yeah. It's not what the Dragons need right now.
Oh, and there's another one going to the box, so this looks like it's going to be misconduct. That's Plant head in the box. So Kushnarenko with a misconduct penalty. That's a 10+2 by the look of it. Face off. Left hand side of Bolwell. Skated in straight off her pads and it's in.
Yeah.
Well, they're made to pay for the mistake.
Do you know, it's similar to the goal that's just gone in, really. She stopped the first shot and then guys just watching, not protected the goalie, staved the first shot, went in, crashed it for the rebound and sneaked it in.
And Tom Forster with that goal there. As the Jets climb ever further out the reach of the D-side Dragons. Face-off, action back underway. Perks for the Dragons, off the boards. Sense of urgency about the Dragons now. Wainwright dumps it into the corner. Ends up going out in front of the net, in front of Bowater. And it's a... So, the penalty on Cameron Kushnarenko is a 10+2, a cross-check plus the unsportsman, as we've got another call.
Just an icing, I think.
Parsons found himself sprawled out on the deck.
I think the bench were calling for an interference call there on Parsons, but I think it wasn't much in it.
Face off left-hand side of Bolwell. Good draw in there by the Dragons. Pushes that forward. Furnival to Parsons, picked up by Furnival. Parsons forced to slam the brakes on so he doesn't go offside. All the way down to Bolwell's net. Perks does well. Chases that down. Ward's going to try and get in on that though. Does, feeds it back. And it's in! Ward to Hackford. Hackford buries it. And the ice is clearly tilted now in favour of the Hull Jets.
Bolwell's getting to the bench. He's looking a bit unhappy at the moment.
And Kushner-Inko kicking the boards here. And it looks like Rogers is coming on.
It's probably...
So timeout called.
Like, yeah, it's probably needed.
And Bolwell's gone. She's
gone straight to the dressing room.
So Rogers now will go between the pipes for the Dragons. So face-off gets us back underway. Change of netminder as Rogers now between the pipes for the Dragons. Dragons clear that puck out. Robinson takes his time. Pushes that forward.
Yep.
Lovell rings that round. Picked up by Hagger there, took the shot, come off the leg of Beach. Jones pushes that out, and Steve, at this point, would you say it's damage limitation for the Dragons?
Well, you never know, do you? You never know. We've been in situations where, you just can't think like that in this sport, because you can turn it around very quickly. But it's that third period again, isn't it, for the Dragons, which at times they seem to take the foot off the gas or lose concentration. So, that time out there just maybe to reset things, let's say.
Shaw jumps on the puck. 3 men to beat. Taken out the play by Gieber. Taylor puts it back in. Bacon pushes it forward for Spridgen. Jets doing well, controlling the play. Dump it into the corner with 12:05 remaining in the game. Again, tried that stretch pass, read by Hull. Dragons just dump it into the zone. Bacon gets the body on there from Kieran Robinson. Forster goes to go glove side, top shelf. And holding up on the board here, Chappell. Chappell, Spridgen, Forster. Bacon comfortably with that puck, goes D to D with Wainwright. Wainwright dumps that straight on net. Bowater just throws that onto the ice. Chappell. Spridgen tries a very tight angled shot off the post. And Wainwright now goes back to Carl Bacon. Bacon decides to skate it in. Foreman's going to be there. Quick movement to that puck as Parsons has intercepted it. He's had his pocket pinched and turned around once more by Hull. Hackford skates it down, 3-on-2. Puts it in, easy save there for Rogers.
And obviously we're missing, Dragons are missing their import tonight as well as Alex Parry.
As Rogers just turns it out, but you are right, Steve. You pick up there Radim Reznicek, not icing tonight for the Dragons. Do you think that's played a vital part of this game? He's been very prolific for them.
Well, it is because, certainly when we've watched him play, he's one of the strongest skaters in the league.
And Austin's being shown to the box. Well, Austin goes down holding his face, comes up, now he's the one being sent the box. Dare I say, this is a powder keg and we're waiting for the spark. Something, you get the feeling something's going to give way.
Tempers are flaring maybe here, isn't it? The Dragons just need to maintain some discipline.
And it's another cross-check call. So we're going to get play back underway. Face off, left-hand side of Rogers, Dragon zone. Immediately kicked out the zone by the Dragons. Hager picks that up. Being chased by Furnival. Hager pushes out to Gieber. Gets a body on, driven into the boards there by Furnival. Robinson winds up, big slapper straight into the chest of Rogers, who spills it out, but onto the stick of a Dragons, and now Parsons gets there. Does well to turn that round. Still Parsons in control. Finally loses that control and immediately jets on the counter-attack. Gieber at pace. Goes to skate it in. Doing well so far, Rogers. Right out in front, just taking shots at him. Minute gone in this power play. And the Dragons, Jones comfortably grabs that and dumps that away. Good penalty kill so far, Steve.
It's been solid at the moment, yeah. But killing time isn't quite what the Dragons need right now, is it?
They certainly would love a short-handed goal at this point.
Yep.
Just under 9 minutes now remaining in the game. 30 seconds on that power play left. Hackford. Florence. Takes his time into the corner. Foreman, great shot. Turned out once more by Rogers. 10 seconds remain as the puck travelling all the way down to Bowater. 3, 2, 1. Trapdoor opens. Puck held up in the zone. Shaw, great pass from Lovell. And here comes Ward. Ward decides to take the shot. Great save, Rogers.
Rogers made that look easy then. It's never easy coming into the third and without any warm-up, but he made that shot look quite easy.
And James Shaw just chatting with the officials there.
Yeah, what that's about, he got a bit of a high knock to the head just in front of the goal there before, and he wasn't happy that he didn't get a penalty on it.
Immediately pushed out the zone again by the Dragons. Martin pursued by Spridgens. He's managed to give the puck away though. Finds Hager. Hager skates it in. Still Rich Hager, league goal scorer. And it's in from Gieber.
Again, too much time, too much space. He had all the time in the world there to pick his spot, and he did exactly that. You know, watching and not reacting.
So Boris Gieber with the goal, edges the Hull further away. It's now Dragons 1, Hull 6. Perks off the face-off. Flicked on by Beach. Robinson with the shot. Sails wide. Parsons gets round his man. Beach. Big stretch past to Hager. Plenty of space. Just holds it up, allowing players to get forward for him. Jones holds his man on the board. Out in front, Perks does well to pick that up. Parsons goes forward. Finds Furnival, winds up, takes his shot. Great save, Bowater.
You were just saying there, stretch pass, and I think that's been the story of the night, really, hasn't it? It seemed to work really well for the Hull Jets.
And the speed and pace of Hager and Beach, as we've said before, they are just slipping round the back of the likes of Bacon and Jones.
And again, you've not mentioned him there, Florence. 40 years of age, and he's eating up a lot of ice time there.
Wainwright takes the shot. Parsons looking for the rebound. Austin tries to play it on the boards. Picked up there by Keating. Turns it straight back on the net. And now Taylor pushes it out. Florence takes his time. Great pass to Hackford. Back in. Good opportunity. Ward. Straight on. Net. Another shot.
Oh,
Ooh!
off the post.
I'd call that a warning shot. Hull certainly not finished in this game yet. Keating tries to get in there. Wainwright takes his time. Lovell takes his shot on. Bowater just puts his body in the way. Sees that around the corner. Picked up once more. Robinson goes in. Forster held up on the board there by Wainwright.
Oh, referee's gone down.
Must be dropped the puck.
A sniper in the crowd.
Bacon. Now Martin just going a bit of D to D. Picked up by Jones though. Chris Jones skates it in. Plays it back to Mike Jones. No Dragon there to pick it up, and Jets go forward once more with the puck. Geber slams the brakes on. Forster. And that's going to be an offside call. Face off. Won by the Dragons. Perks tries to play that forward to Shaw. Great pick up there by Chappell. Played out for Jones. Intercepted there by Beach. Played it on to Hagger. He's all alone. He's in on Rogers. Dangles Rogers right out and then just finishes it with a nice little backhand.
That was an impressive move. He pretty much undressed the keeper there. Fantastic move. But do you know what? Again, he should not have been in that position. Split right between the 2D, straight in. Some frustrations coming there from the Dragons. But excellent execution there.
Mr. Williams drops the puck as we go back underway. 4:35 remain in this game. And 5 goals in this period from the Jets, Steve. That's got to have some mental impact on the Dragons.
Well, what does that tell you? A little bit, maybe feeling it from last night, 2 games in the weekend, possibly.
Ward can't keep the puck in. Great pressure coming from Parsons. Furnival can't scoop up the rebound. Geber, little poke check there from Austin. Hackford takes a shot in, comes off the leg pads of Rogers. Turned it back round. Martin taking his time. Trying to go another stretch pass. Found Furnival. Furnival to Parsons on the wing. Gets round his man. Skates it in. Furnival on Keating, with a shot. Bowater's down. Wainwright tries to take advantage while Bowater's still on the deck. It's out in front. And they've blown it dead. Face off. Goes the way of the Jets. Still fighting on the boards, those Wainwright. Robinson, Jones. And Geber. And the Dragons certainly pressing Hull now. Trying to cause mistakes. They've caused one there and Lovell's capitalised on it. He puts it in the slot. Great stick lift from Rob Perks. Just sees plans off the play.
Another penalty coming up here.
And that's a tripping call. And to the bench goes Chris Jones. Face off left hand side of Rogers in the Dragon zone. Won by the Dragons. Austin gets his stick all over that, but it's kept alive by Hager. Takes his time, finds Robinson, feeds that round to Forster. Back to Robinson, straight back to Forster, one-timer. Jones closes the door. Still Hull in possession now. Beach takes his time. Hager. Geber trying to screen the play. Robinson. Wound up straight into traffic.
Very well organised on this power play, aren't they? And they have been all night.
Forster does well. Feeds it back, Hager. Plenty of options. Goes to Robinson, gets it back. Will he take one? No. Pressure from Lovell causes a mistake. Shaw finds Lovell. Lovell skates it in. Has a shot. Great save, Bowater. He spilled it back out though. 55 seconds remaining on the power play.
Stretch pass.
Rogers comfortably receives that one from Geber.
This third period's been a killer, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes that's down to fitness.
Face off. There's Hull still in possession. Foreman takes his time. Florence, plenty of time to do what he wants here with that and give it away to teammate Ward. Shot in.
Nice.
Oh, and a
Nice
little
ball.
bottle popper from Foreman at the point.
And again, that goal came from two guys crashing the net, screening the keeper. Nice low and hard shot. I would not like to be in that changing room with Coach Shaw at the end of this game.
Austin finds Parsons, looks for a quick pass, chases up his own pass. Battling on the boards, giving away to Furnivall, has to slam the brakes on. Allows Parsons to get back on side. Into the final minute of this game. And all the Dragons can do now is try and get a consolation goal. Bacon skates onto that. Body on by Beach. Turns the puck over. Finds Hager. Bacon's trying to get back. Hager.
Oh,
And that's the nail in the coffin, as you'd say. Right through the 5 hole.
I just went through two defensemen before he even took the shot there. But do you know what? I mean, if you think about it, if you're going to screw up, you might as well screw up. They've been on a good roll lately, the Dragons. Sometimes when these things happen, it could be a kick.
Is it a reality
check? It can be a big kick up the arse into your next game, you know.
And of course, the next game for the Dragons will be the return fixture as they go away to Hull.
Well, I'll have a point to prove because they've beaten them there before in the past, haven't they, this season?
Jones takes his time, gets his head up, puts it into the opposite corner. Final 20 seconds now planned. Lovell does well. Geber straight over. Final 10. Robinson's just going to hold this puck up as he dumps it round. There's your buzzer. There's the game. And, well, what a game that's been.
7 goals, right? 7 goals in the last period.
Well, interesting battle here tonight in this NIHL 2 conference game. Dragons came in off a 5-game winning streak, and unfortunately it's ended here at the hands of Hull Jets, who've come away tonight 9-1 winners. So with that, I think we're going to take it down to the tunnel, have a word with the coaches and what have you. Thanks to Steve Fellows for doing commentary with my co-host Ben today. It's ended here tonight. D-side Dragons 1, Hull Jets 9. We're going to take a short break.
Dunarmus Sportswear. Sponsors of Drop the Puck. Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
I'm joined by Andy Daitith and Mike Roddy of the Hull Jets. Guys, very impressive performance there tonight. Obviously, you were looking to try and take the head-to-head at the moment. It was one apiece, now 2 on your favour. Return leg coming up in your own barn soon. How was that for you from the bench?
As I said, when we've just been talking in there, the first period was fantastic. I thought we was well in control. The second period, we just seemed to just silly penalty. We seemed to there was a one shift where we just too long, and it changed the game momentum. We got penalties. And in the third period, we just blew them away. My team's a very skillful team. Got the best goalies, best D, and I've got the best forwards. We can do whatever we want, and we've just talked about it in there. It gets really frustrating for us two guys.
Now, Mike, we mentioned it on the commentary. It was clear tonight that certainly that was stretch pass, trying to get around the back of the defenders dead quick to catch him on the back foot. Was that the key game plan tonight?
Not particularly, no. After the Altrincham game last week, we spoke about having a plan B or a plan C. Been trying to work the breakouts, and the stretch pass was like an option that we put in there. So it worked well tonight. We did in the second period. It got a bit too much into use, but we spoke about that again and rectified it between the second and the third.
Now, the special teams out there made a big difference tonight. A couple of power play goals. Out there more than they should be, maybe. Sometimes on the penalty kill. Again, special teams, is that something that you find you're having to work on a lot more these days?
We do a lot of penalty kills, and especially special teams in training now. We have to. We devise our training sessions. Roddy does a lot of our video sessions, so we have a lot of meetings. We have team meetings every week now. And that's really, really helping the players. He gives out all the statisticians and everything like that. Shots on goal, helps the goalies out and everything. So it's becoming as like a team now, complete team. I do think that shots on goal and especially power plays are working really, really well for us, and we do spend a lot of time on them, yeah.
Obviously, you mentioned there, talking about shots on goal. Obviously, that falls down the shoulders of one guy between the pipes there, Dean Bowater. Stood on his head tonight, had an absolute blinder.
Yeah, Dean was superb tonight, but it's not just Dean, it's the 5 men in front of him as well. But yeah, I was very impressed with Dean and the defensive performance as well. We were short on numbers, and the D men out there were putting bodies on the line. We lost Joe in the first period, and the 4 D men that were left out there stepped up, and we had to put some forwards back at times. But yeah, it's just a complete team performance defensively today.
And then last but not least, obviously, you've got the return leg of this game now at your own barn. Last time the Dragons took it to you and walked away with the W. What's going to be different this time?
Yeah, we'll probably win this time. That'll probably be the difference. When we play 60, we'll beat any team in this league. I guarantee you that. Definitely.
Well, guys, we'll hope to catch you again soon and drop the puck, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been fantastic. Thank you.
And with captain of the Deeside Dragons, James Parsons. James, what started out to be a really good game there slipped away. What happened?
Well, the first period, Hull came out really fast, and we struggled to cope with them in the first period. Second period, we got a goal back and started getting a bit of momentum, and then the third period we let it go, but it's just one of them games. We've been playing well lately, so we just have to move on from it.
So you see, obviously you can pick it up there, you've been playing well. It was a 5 streak going into tonight. Blackburn last night, did that give you any momentum going in today?
I don't know. Well, as I say, we lost, didn't we? So not really. I say they didn't know, but we move on. We've got 2 games next weekend, so move on.
You say obviously those games, you've got that return leg now. You've got to face the Jets at their barn pre-Christmas. Yeah. What's going to be the game plan going into that one?
Well, how we have been playing recently. Tonight we didn't do that at all. Well, in the second period, I say we played well, but we have to just take the last 5 games into next week, hopefully, and get a result both days.
Now, noticeably tonight, obviously missing was Reznicek. How much of a difference has it had making having Rads in the team?
Oh yeah, he's a good player, so it makes a massive difference. But he wasn't here this weekend, so we just have to just work as a team and get through it. So,
and just picking up very quickly, discipline is something Deeside have been working on this season. Going into that third period, it seemed to slip away completely, and obviously you're always on the back foot when you're just playing the penalty kill. What's going to be now worked on going ahead for the future?
Not just staying out of the penalty box. That's the thing. We've been doing well lately. Not taking penalties tonight. We got some old habits coming back. Just have to learn from that and move on.
Well, James, we wish you luck for the rest of the season. We'll catch you again soon.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, Ben, Coach Andy there at the Jets, very, very confident, I must say.
Yeah, they've really, really got the bit between the teeth now. Proved me wrong. I said in the intro that it'd be a close game. They walked away with it in that third period. The Dragons just seemed to implode on themselves. But no, definitely a momentum boost for Hull. I really do think that return fixture isn't going to yield the same result the last time. I do fancy the Jets to take that one now.
Yeah, of course, the first time they played each other, the Dragons went up to the hangar and come away with a surprising win at the time. And then, of course, as we've already said previously, Jets returned here and came away 8-4 winners. And tonight, 9-1. And that's put a big mark on the scoreboard and on the conference.
Oh, certainly. It's Hull of old we saw tonight. And that little run of 5 that the Dragons had been on had kind of started getting people asking questions of the Dragons. New look, were they coming in with a different approach? Well, I think they answered a lot of the questions there tonight. A good run of form come to an end. Complacency maybe crept in. Missing key players. I really do think Reznicek's been a key point for the Dragons this season. They've been able to put a lot through him, through the middle. He's been a good provider. He's worked well with Parsons. So hopefully he'll return soon and they'll get back to the winning ways. But as you've already said, Gary, that fixture card they've got in on that run into Christmas, that's going to prove detrimental to them.
Yeah, plus they've got Bradford for the next game, and that alone, that's another top team there that they've got to overcome. And we did say that their fixtures coming into Christmas were going to be difficult. But with the way they were coming into tonight, 5 games unbeaten, I honestly thought that we were going to see a different Dragons coming out the other side of the new year.
I still think it's a possibility. You still might. Maybe this was just a little bump in the road. But right now, I think the main focus for Gary Shaw and the guys and Sam, obviously, will be to go away, reflect on today's performance, work on what went wrong, and obviously come back fighting.
The thing for me, Ben, is 7 goals in that third period. That old adage here at the Dragons, like it used to be, third period blues for them. They suffered terribly. And of course, Sam Bolwell, she could only do so much, and then she got swapped in for Rodgers, and Rodgers found it just as difficult. Clinical firing, clinical plays and passing from the Jets seemed to win the day for them.
Yeah, we've talked about the offensive team of the Jets so many times now. You've got Hagger, Beach, Robinson, Ward, Hackford. You could rattle pretty much the entire forward line. They can all put the puck in the net. And I think, to be fair to Sam, she saw a lot of rubber early tonight. Fair be it, she stood on her head for most of the game. But that third period, you say, third period syndrome, legs went from under them. Maybe it's because they had a bit of an easy skate last night against Blackburn, taking nothing away obviously from Blackburn. But a lot of teams haven't been going in full throttle at Blackburn, and I think that's what paid detrimental to the Dragons, because they weren't max performance last night. They were kind of second or third gear coming in tonight when they should have been top gear already.
Well, that 9-1 result for the Jets will keep them in the running at second place. Of course, the Dragons will probably hold on to that 4th spot. Other games going on tonight as well. We don't think there's going to be much change in that table. But of course, next week it could be a different matter altogether. You can catch games just like this one and all the rest of the games from this season and previous seasons on our YouTube channel. But of course, you can also follow us on Instagram, on Facebook and on our Twitter. But don't forget, you can also follow us on our own website at BASNTV.com. We've had an interesting and not so crippled night if you're a Dragons fan, but a great night if you're a Jets fan. I've had a great time here, though, so.
Definitely, and you can catch us next time we drop the puck.